EA Sports. It's in the game.
Somebody stop me, oh somebody stop me, Lord if I'm doing it wrong, please stop me, stop me, stop me, and Lord if I'm doing it wrong, please stop me. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the no the leader. Getting that while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros. Without your one out. No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut. Mayday. Bubbles and
Head coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. This is taken at the 3.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
First carry for James Conner. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Flex round! Flex round!
On 1st and 10, Dobbs. Eluding the pressure right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. Get dropped in 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
What? None! Flex round! Flex round!
Here's Dobbs to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
What? None! What? None!
Now Dobbs. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Steelers have taken a 1st quarter lead. And it's up and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Javon Hargrave.
All right, now, lucky
Coming
56.
up the middle,
Lucky
gets
56.
him there for a loss of about 9.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Higgins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
No.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
Plays looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Watch him now, Barney.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. It's the first NFL touchdown pass for the Heisman winner, Baker Mayfield, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
Well, you would think that if you threw 119 touchdown passes in your time at Oklahoma, another one might be routine, but not when it's your first one in the NFL. Welcome to the league, Baker Mayfield, and look out, NFL defenses.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers making their way out. It's sort of an interesting offseason for them. You at times get the sense that there's not always complete harmony, but boy, when you get everyone together and that offense is humming, there's something to watch.
They almost feel like a team that they actually use that works for them, right? Different guys want the ball, different guys want attention, and then when it's focused on them, they tend to produce. Now, I think on the defensive side of the ball, they got a great rookie season out of T.J. Watt at outside linebacker. But I'm hearing whispers this offseason that Bud Dupree, another outside linebacker, is due for a big season. And if so, they could be back to being known as Blitzburg.
7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. And the Browns getting set to go. And that last drive, a long drive. But not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit.
First down, Mayfield. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
A second down throw for Mayfield. Being chased out left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. On third down, Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on third down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball, and when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
So 1:55 to go in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Dobbs now on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Forced out to under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Christian Kirksey able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Boswell's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Now Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Third and short yardage. Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Set. Green, 39.
Mayfield on first down. Wide open receiver, complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. He got 29 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there, making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Browns have moved out in front. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, now he bowls him over. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in the...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. On 2nd down, Dobbs. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Dobbs to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Ohio! Here we go! What? None! What? None!
They're going to try and throw. Steps away to his left. And he finds McDonald. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
A reminder, 4 more games set to kick off later this afternoon. Chiefs, Chargers, Seahawks and the Broncos, Redskins and Cardinals, and then the Cowboys against the Panthers. That is caught at the 7. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Vance McDonald, 39 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point now by Boswell. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And these 2 teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter. So we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. A very solid gain of 27. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw, Mayfield. This is caught inside the 15. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Browns on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He can run for it, and he will. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Green 39.
They run with Hunt. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Second and goal from the 1. They get it to him running left. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Browns have moved out in front. And his kick is right through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the Steelers set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing here, Dobbs to the right side and complete to Washington. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. He may try and run for this. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is taken around the 12. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And an alley to run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here's Mayfield. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the fourth. So here we go. Still down one score, and here comes the onside kick. Oh, and I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it. A field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment. But there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
On the run, this is Hunt. There he goes, left side. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts him up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Point after, right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The #1 pick a season ago, proving his worth.
7 sacks in 11 games as a rookie. Didn't play the full year due to some injuries, but he's going to be the face of the franchise on the defensive side of the ball. Myles Garrett, he fills up your screen when he's rushing the passer.
Flushed out right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
He's back to throw. On the left side, it's McDonald. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. Out of the gun, Dobbs, and it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Now Dobbs being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. 2 straight incompletions. Now the pressure's really on. Last thing you want here to start overtime, a 3 and out.
And I know that a few years ago when they changed the rules about overtime, it may have changed a little bit about how you go about things. But bottom line is, when you have the football, you never want to give it up. You want to make sure you get points on the board at a minimum and put pressure on the other team. This is a huge third down call coming up.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. To throw is Dobbs. Out to his left. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On 1st and 10, Dobbs forced out to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Dobbs now on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now Dobbs. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And that is incomplete. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Dobbs is throwing. Buying time to his left. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down.
Here we go! 190! 190!
Now a toss. This is Connor. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this Browns defense stands tall. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And now the timeout comes in with just 1 second left in overtime. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Hot!
First down, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So that will be it. And how about that to start a season, Charles? Both teams 0-0-1.
Say that again?
Yeah, 0-0-1.
That is not what you expect to see when you look at the box scores, right? When you look at the standings after a game like that. And do you really think they worked the whole summer, the whole offseason to come in week 1 and leave with a tie?
No, I don't. But, hey, I guess better than being 0-1-0.
Good point.
Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? I'm watching television, telling me avoid the system. Hoping I ain't lose religion, texting prayer hands, hope the message sending on. Know I've been blessed, I've been seeing prophets, mostly yellow shirts, louder than the broccoli, dancing in my chucks, feeling out of body, safe to say the man got me on. Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? All in my system, been the one I'm kissing. Why might extensions I don't look like expeditions on? Man, it's too loud. Hit me in your city, cause when I start spitting too much.